maybe bubbles in a little while, but not right now. Oh boy. Oh, sorry. Making too much noise for the birds. They just, in so many words, told me to shut up. Hi, Dookie. What's up, Dookie Duke? You old sucker MC, you. Oh, my. Wait, be right back. You know, I just got off of Jamila's stream, and she's talking about CPS was called to her house again. Okay. You know, I offer my opinion on this bullshit from time to time. I think folks been calling CPS on Jamila for like 4 years, at least. I don't know how many times they have showed up. She might have gotten at least 10 to 15 visits, maybe. And not once have they removed any of her children. And the thing about it is, you know, they come out to a house. We haven't seen any changes. Nothing has been done. But people keep calling them. And you're using time and resources of these people where they can be out investigating, you know, other households where children need to be removed and will be removed. But those things aren't happening if you keep sending them to Jamila's house and we don't see any results. We don't see any changes in the home. It's the same thing. Nothing has changed for the past 4 years that CPS has been called to a house. Meanwhile, in the schools, I'm seeing, you know, children that are clearly neglected at home. You know, just stop wasting government resources. Nothing is ever done. They come out because they have to. But nothing is ever done. Hey, Elm City. She doesn't let them in the house. I don't know. They have been inside her house at some point, at least once, out of all the times that they've showed up. Matter of fact, just last summer, she had the camera out. Remember? And she was telling the man that she's a witch. I mean, hey, if they didn't cart her away that day, or the children, they ain't gonna do it. Stop wasting resources and time of these social workers who really need to be out investing cases where children are sleeping on beds full of dog shit and have lice in their hair, where children's bed is actually an old deep freezer with some blankets for padding. You know, it's a lot of stuff. There are far too many children who are really, really being jacked up and abused in the most unimaginable ways as I speak. Now, I'm not saying Jamila is the mother of the year and she deserves the Mother of the Year award. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying CPS has been to her house, inside her house, a few times over the past 4 years, and nothing has happened. Hi, Barbie and Tina. Hi, China. Thank you, Pam. Welcome, Pam. Welcome, China. Welcome, Barbie and Tina. So, you know, I'm just saying, I mean, we've seen things concerning Jamila. They've been reported to CPS. I'm sure people have sent videos of stuff and nothing has happened. Stop calling and sending them people to her house. Because you're fucking it up when they need to be elsewhere. Oh, thank you, China Empire. I'm doing well, Pam. So I'm just being very serious at this point. And again, let me reiterate, only because we know they've been called to a house countless times. And a few of those times, I don't know how many, but even if it's just one time, they were inside the house, which I believe that has happened over the past 4 years. Nothing has happened. It's fruitless. You're wasting precious time and resources for children who are being tied up and not fed and all types of stuff. So please stop, y'all. Hi, Nia. Yes, they do. They really do. You know, we've seen a lot with Jamila over the years. And again, I know they sent videos and nothing. So apparently the powers that be don't think it's a problem. They don't think the home environment is a problem for her children. They don't see an issue. So come on now, just stop. If you don't mind me saying. I mean, we've been saying, but I've been hearing people say all types of stuff about Jamila. And none of it good. She's nasty, she's dirty, she's this, she's that. But she ain't had no problem having a YouTube, come over and knock her boots in her dirty house. In her dirty body. Come on now. So things can't be all that bad. If she's so nasty and dirty and the house stink and dog shit in the corner with worms coming out of it and all this, the most atrocious living conditions one can divulge on YouTube. That person not only knocked her boots once, but he did it about 6 or 7 times, plus one more for good luck. You know, we watched her snort and all that stuff. Saw Mike suck a booger off her tongue. It's not a problem. So, just leave it be. Exactly, Dookie. So she can't be all that bad if she still can get somebody to come over and knock her boots in this so-called filthy house she lives in. Hi, Lionheart. Whew. Yeah, so I just want people to think and be considerate, you know? Be considerate of children who are abused. What do them black candles do? I hope they helping people hit the lotto. If black candles ain't doing that, it ain't doing shit. Anyway, I'm sure Mike Mills is listening and getting mad at me. Hey, Dubs. Come on in the chat, Mike Mills. Let's chit-chat, shall we? And I listened to a bit of Mike Mills' recent video about CPS and Jamila. And you know what? For some reason, I believe him. I really don't think he has ever called CPS on Jamila. I really don't think he does that for some reason. But who knows? I was really rooting for them. At first, you know, that's why they always say go with your first mind, right? I just thought that it was a ploy and he'd be going over there video shit and, you know, taking pictures of the atrocities and all of that stuff. That's what I thought his whole purpose was. I didn't think he would screw her raw. I knew he would screw her, but I didn't think he would screw her raw. And then, you know, A couple of days went by and I said, you know what, Madam Whip-Ass? Maybe something good might come out of this relationship after all. And I prayed God's blessing over their love. And how long did that last? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What came out of it, Dub? The sound bites. Let's take a quick vote. Who do you think so far will win the biggest L of the Year award? Beasley exposing his face, or Mike Mills exposing that he screwed Jamila raw countless times? Which is the biggest L? Mike Mills over Beasley? V-Dub says, let me tell you, I'm definitely doing the awards next year because just for this one category, it might be a tie, tell you the truth. Mike Mills just couldn't let Beasley win that award all by himself, could he? He just had to come up with something. Yeah, this year. He had to upstage Beasley some kind of way. And I guess the only way to do it would be to screw Jamila raw. Really, screw her at all, I guess. So it is now March. It smoked all the way starting January 3rd. I think the smoke simmered over the past week or so. Am I correct? Or is it still smoking? We need a summer award show. You're right, V-Dub. They do have a short-term memory. You're right. It should be done twice a year, every 6 months. Yeah, a whole year, because a lot of stuff can get lost in a whole year. I didn't do them. Why you think that would be a bad idea, Dookie? You said one every 3 months. Wow. Every 4 months, every 3 or 4 months. That would work too, Dookie, to tell you the truth. I wonder what will be the next big thing in this sector. But you know what? I haven't really been over here in the past 2 to 3 weeks, to tell you the truth. I've been in the other sector. You want to talk about shit smoking? Man, they got civil suits going on, restraining orders. You got someone, a female, who is Beasley and Monty Woodgrain rolled up in one. And they are giving her the business. They done made her lose her Section 8. She did a mock funeral of somebody's dead mama. She accused a gay foster father of being a pedophile. And honey, they are bringing civil suits up her ass. So far, there's 2 civil suits she got going on against her. 1 restraining order. But there's more civil suits to come. And they are taking it to the end of the road. You know, merge the sectors? Nah, I don't want to merge them. I think that sector and this sector is unmergeable anyway. It's just 2 different caliber of individuals. Like that sector, you got a lot of highly educated folks, and a lot of folks over there can sing their asses off. And a lot of those folks, they don't video, well, they do video box, but they also take it to the law. They know how to get shit done. Nah. Hi, Nat. How you doing? The Kanika sector. What can I say about that sector? The Kanika sector and this sector is mergeable. Very, very mergeable. I'm hanging in there, Nat. But this sector and that other sector, nah, merge won't really work at all. And the thing about it is, in the other sectors, the Kanika sector and the other one, you see how many views they be having while they live? They be having like 300, 500 people watching them. And then the other sectors, they be having over 1,000. And the super chats be ringing off the hook. Cash apps, them people be pulling in money. In the educated sector, they be pulling in some money. They go live, they can pull in $1,000 in one live. I've seen it. It happens damn near every day. They put up a GoFundMe and get $3,000 in a matter of a couple of days. Exactly, Nat. Exactly. I mentioned some of the YouTubers over there, and I've noticed some of the people from over there, just a few. But I'm watching closely because I want to see how these civil suits turn out. I mean, they got, what do you call them people? You got to hire to go serve somebody papers, processors or whatever. They got them going to this chick's house every other day, it seems like. And ooh wee. They shutting channels down. And I'm talking about terminating the whole entire account. That's going on. Getting people kicked off of Section 8. And they're working on getting an individual fired from her job. And not because the person yelled at them. The person really did something to them. Like threatened to have grown men come and rape their little 6-year-old daughter. Again, accusing a foster father of child molestation and having CPS come to his house. And these people, through the restraining order and having it, specified as a federal crime. And this person has, I think, a federal job, if you ask me, if I'm not mistaken. They ain't playing. Yes, Nat. Exactly. Taking notes. Taking notes. That's why I've been over there. I am observing very, very carefully. Yep. Like I said, those people are educated. They got all kinds of degrees and all type of experience, and they ain't playing. They are not playing. And so far, it looks like they know how to get things done. Now, this individual who has all these lawsuits against her, she, for real, has only been doing this for exactly a year. And in about 8 months, she done found herself in all this kind of trouble. It don't make no kind of sense. And here in this sector, people been doing the same shit since 2012. And nothing has ever happened. So go on and merge the sector and see what happens. And let these niggas over here do the same shit to one of them over there. They're going to be in trouble. Hey, Razzie. Yeah, man. Hi, Walter. It's not cheap, but you know what? They put out their Cash App and their GoFundMe specifically just to take this person to court. Person needed $250 just to pay the processor. The other YouTubers paid it, donated it. Early this week, this lady said she needed about $3,000 to get a lawyer. She had that $3,000 in about 2 days, and she got a lawyer. That's how much this one chick has done some shit to so many people that they are pooling their money together to sue her, to get her served. And she has a position where she has to carry a firearm, and now she has a restraining order against her. And they need a lawyer to put it in effect so that she'll have to lose her job. Yes, Dookie. Them people put their money together. She has done some real foul shit. Now, I didn't see this mock funeral thing, but they say it was really, 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 really bad. But they have all these videos. They took those videos to court and the judge played them. And the judge and even the lawyer was like, and you mean to tell me you don't know this person? And it's like, I've never been in the same state as this person. And this person sitting up there slandering them to no end. People are going to learn that you can't sit around online and make up despicable lies about somebody and slander, defame, and libel them. There's going to be some consequences. They make an example out of her. Yeah, man. They say them people know how to dox you from your channel name, your troll account. You just type in their chat, they'll be able to dox you and tell you your whole life story. And now, yeah, I'm over there. I'm watching everything. I'm spectating, Elm. I am a spectator. At first, I started participating in people's chats, but I stopped that shit. I won't even do that. I just watch. Because those people over there, they ain't no joke. Yep. So when these YouTubers over here be up here screaming, I had 128 people in my chat watching my live stream. Hate to bust your bubble, but that really ain't shit. Compared to them, that's like having 15 people in your chat room. You got Trim Hits trying to get info on you because his boyfriend likes you? Oh my. J babies, you can't be messing with people's mans and them around here in these YouTube streets. They'll cut you. Yep. Shoot, let Monty merge in that sector and do the bullshit that he shit. The way he was stalking Hassan, let him find somebody over there and do the same shit to them that he been doing to Hassan Campbell. Let them find out he's a homeowner. They'll have a lien on that shit so quick. These people take off of work to go to court. And they've been doing this since October. It's a long process, but you can see how determined they are to see it through to the end. It's March. They've been going to court, filing paperwork, doing all that they need to do to get it done. That chick ain't showed up to court yet. Let her not show up to court when the civil suit gets a court date. She's going to automatically lose, and her house of cards are going to collapse like dominoes. But I can imagine You get $500, $1,000 damn near every time you go live every day. That shit becomes addicting. And at that point, you'll quit your job and just go live. But this YouTube career shit, it ain't gonna last forever. Give it a few more years and people be talking, remember YouTube? You used to be able to make some money on YouTube. It's almost like the crack epidemic when it first hit the hood in the early 80s and people were selling crack. The money they were pulling in, making $2,000 in a day. Making that money in and of itself became an addiction. You said I'm going live after every live. I'm telling you, I think Sean Bradley is Tommy's gay alter ego. And I'm not saying because I think Tommy is gay. They're just very similar. They kind of look alike. They really do. And they're very similar in, you know, the way they do their lives. It's interesting. You said Sean is Tommy all the way out of the closet. Why is that an addiction for you, Dookie, to be stalking True? Do you even know? Sean Bradley. Sean Bradley. Hi, Carrie. Sean Bradley is having a Vegas trip next month. And he went down the itinerary. It sounds interesting and like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I can't wait to see. But the thing about it is, you know, I wouldn't feel comfortable meeting anyone from YouTube. Because these people do way too damn much. And I think that's really unfortunate. I ain't going. No, 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 no. Uh-uh. You know, I like meeting new people. I like bringing people together, strangers together, and watching strangers become friends. I think it's a beautiful thing. You just can't do it on YouTube. And who knows about the new YouTube laws? Can somebody explain to me? VW still here, or Dookie, do you know? What are the new changes? What do they entail? I'm curious. Oh, yeah, I saw a baby today too. She been going for like a month. I think my documentary is going to just turn into a compilation of all the crazy people I find on YouTube. And I'm just going to edit, cut and edit, and just put it all together in one video and just let it speak for itself. Doo doo doo. I don't know. Did somebody say Mike showed a video of Jamila's house or something last week or 2 weeks ago? I missed something. I heard some chatter about it. but couldn't really get all the details together. I need a nail filer. That's when you was done. I was done when she took a douche in aisle 7 of the supermarket. Oh, Lord. It was an audio recording of them screwing. Oh, no. Wow. That's not right. That's not right. Mm. Wow. Hi, apples, peaches. I don't recall ever seeing you before, but welcome, apples, peaches. Oh, she shaved her cooch. That's right. She didn't take a douche. She shaved her coochie in aisle 7 of Rite Aid. Oh, wait a minute. What about a few weeks ago? She came out of Applebee's. Was it Applebee's in Times Square or someplace? Came right out of the front door in Manhattan, Times Square, and squatted and peed on the sidewalk. And she had on like a short skirt, a mini skirt, ain't had no panties on. She walked in crowded Applebee's or whatever. Talk about it smell like coochie up in here. She ain't say coochie. And it was her. She's sitting on these people's furniture with no drawers on, stinking like that. Oh my God. No, she's not a witch. Her name is Baby. Type Baby, and then make a space and do Baby. That's her channel. Oh, Lord. Trim. Baby is a trip. And for some reason, she's likable. Like it was just today. I was thinking, you know what? I haven't seen Baby in about a month. I hope she's okay. You know, I hope she's not in jail or whatever. I hope nobody killed her because she screw every day. She's a prostitute. She wake up and leave the shelter in the morning talk about, oh, I need some, you know, I ain't even going to repeat. She go looking for sex to clean it up, you know. And she'll screw about 2 or 3 niggas in a day that we know of when she live. Halloween, she went to some nigga's house. He was dressed up as Freddy Krueger. had the glove with the sharp claws and everything. She went right up to his house and screwed him. Now, I'm sorry. I ain't going nowhere with no damn Freddy Krueger. I don't give a fuck if it is a costume. He had the mask on and everything. She didn't even see his face. And he took her to the crib and banged out. And I think, what he pay her, like $1.50 or some shit? Because she was bitching about it. They'll bang her and pay her $5. And she be so happy. I'm trying to view the deleted message, but I guess not. No, they ain't ready, though. They ain't ready for baby. But she be having me rolling. And like I said, when she disappears, I really start worrying about her. She's done countless crazy shit that I can't even name it all. But the most memorable one was her shaving her coochie in aisle 7 at Rite Aid. And then recently, wearing no underwear. And it's crowded as hell. And she yelling, "It smell like pussy in here." And it was her. She got kicked out of one restaurant. I forgot what restaurant she was at first. They kicked her out of there because she dancing with a stinky coochie and funking up the joint. So they kicked her out of there. So she goes across the street to Applebee's. And I think they kicked her out of there too. And then she came out the front door and pissed right in the street. But that's New York. You see shit like that in New York. You see the craziest shit in New York. So it was kind of normal for me. Normal meaning, I'm not surprised. But for the average person who lives elsewhere in the country, that's a fucking shocker. Yeah, I remember that one, Jay Babies. Ooh-wee. And every John is her man. She ain't known him but 22 minutes. They met 22 minutes ago. He already done screwed her. And she be talking about, yeah, I just got finished fucking my man. You be like, oh, Lord Jesus. And you know what time she's going to come on, because I think she got to be out the shelter by 10 a.m. So she usually be out 8, 9, or 10 in the morning. And she go live all day. Very short videos. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, But it'll be a whole bunch of them throughout the day. Then you look at your watch and be like, oh, She got to make it back to the shelter before they shut it down. And you don't see her no more for the rest of the night till early in the morning. Here she come, looking for some new dingaling. And as cold as it is, and you can see her, she's walking down the street. She don't never hardly wear any clothes. Coat be wide open if she got on a coat. It be cold as hell. You see people walking by her. They bundled up in big old coats, gloves, scarf, hats. I tell you, and she be out there with no drawers on, some short skirt, little old spaghetti strap shirt, midriff. She's got to, Carrie. She's got to be. There's no way she can be left out. She is seriously mentally ill. And it's kind of sad. I do feel sorry for her a lot of the times. Because, she's not a bad-looking girl. She's just crazy as hell. It's just sad. And for her to be so young, but she just damaging her body. How old is she about? 28 or something? But her titties look like they 42. It's a damn shame. But mental illness. She says she fucked over 200 niggas. I think she's underestimating. Thank you, J Babies. Just 200. She does that in a month. She has family. She has parents. I think they watch her channel. I think she can't go back to the house. Was the stepbrother older? The stepbrother, was he like in his 30s or something? And she screwed him? And they won't let her back in the house. They will send her money. No, her situation isn't funny, Nat. But she's funny. I think she got admitted for a few days in January. Something happened. I can't remember what happened. But I think she might have been admitted for the whole month of February. Because she's been MIA until this morning. That's it. Next. Okay, there's another one. What's that lady's name? And which video? Oh, There's one called Tracy, and it's _ Brain Kelly. It's an older lady. If I can find that video, the first one I've seen, you know who I'm talking about in chat. The first one we seen where she admits something. When I saw her video, that's what put the light bulb in my head about all these mentally ill people making YouTube videos. Ooh-wee. One of these days, I'm going to start going live from the computer. So have y'all heard R. Kelly got bailed out by this businesswoman out there in Chicago that she met on a cruise ship 5 months ago? That he met, I should say. They only known each other for about 5 months. They met on a cruise ship, and she bailed him out. I bet you he met up with her to thank her. And we all know how R. Kelly likes to give thanks. I bet he pissed all over that bitch. I'm almost sure of it. And you know what? VW said they say it was his money. I'm really inclined to believe that because he don't really want it to be known that he got money because he don't really want to pay that child support. Yeah, he wants to make it look like he don't have as much as he does, and he's not bringing in as much as people would think. So that, you know, whatever the judge decides, you know, his child support won't reflect, you know, his true income. But he got money. At least he should. And, you know, I'm starting to think, you know, all these allegations submitted in court and stuff, I'm starting to... I don't want to sound like, you know, I'm siding with him. I really don't. But I try to be fair and look at shit and see shit for what it is. And I don't want to blame any victim. And as I said before, the only 2 victims I know thus far concerning R. Kelly is Aaliyah and the child in that tape. But all these grown-ass women, I think a lot of the ones in the documentary, I think they got a vendetta against him. I think they're scorned because they couldn't be his one and only. Things didn't turn out financially for them like they thought it would. And I think that's what the real deal is. Yeah, my opinion is my opinion. That's my opinion so far now. It might change as more details come out in court. But can we agree that the two young adult females, Joycelyn Savage and Azriel, I can't remember the last name. Those two young ladies, I don't see them as victims. Not when they showed up in court holding hands. Not when they showed up in court holding hands, sitting together. And one of the girls, Azriel's parents, was in court. They was calling her name. She wouldn't even turn around and look at them. As far as those two are concerned, they are happy sharing the same man, and they are happy being where they are at. I don't see them as victims. If they were being held against their will as it was told to us in the media, all throughout the summer, they had every opportunity with all those cameras to start yelling and shouting, oh, we want to go home. Oh, he's abusing us. Oh, we've been wanting to get away from him. Oh, none of that. They went to court and they went back home to daddy. No, they went back home and waited for daddy. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, the only two victims I see so far is Aaliyah and any 14-year-old in a video. The one that during his trial, Geronda Pace, she was, 15 or something? She was cutting school and going to the trial, and one of his biggest supporters standing out there with posters and stuff like that. I think she was 16. Trial over, and some months went by. I think during one of the trial days, as he was entering court, she slipped him her number or vice versa, whatever. But after the trial was over, they reconnected. She goes to his house. She's 16 now. Now, I know she's still a minor. But I just can't bring myself to call her a victim because she went to his mansion. I can see if he came over to her house or whatever and, groomed her. I would just see it differently. I hope I'm just making sense. I'm trying to. Anyway, it's like she went to him. He's well into his 30s at this point in time. Maybe even 40. Wait, when was this? 2008? He was 41 at the time. She's 16. 41 to a 16-year-old is an old, elderly person. Anybody in their 40s to a teenager is old. But she goes to him. She puts on a bathing suit for him. He tells her to strut back and forth all sexy. She does that for him at the age of 16. You know, I just don't see that one as a victim. I don't see it. One of the things that we do as humans is that we like to compare others to ourselves. And, you know, a lot of times that can be a fault. And I guess that's what I'm doing now. Now, at the age of 16, when I was 16, I think Smokey Robinson had to be the same age as R. Kelly. I always thought Smokey Robinson was fine. Always been a fan of Smokey Robinson. But I wouldn't have wanted to screw him. I wouldn't have went nowhere near Smokey Robinson to his mansion. Not without my parents knowing. And then I wouldn't have never got there once they alone anyway. Why are you 16 and going to this old man's house at 41 years of age? No 41-year-old man, when I was 16, could have made me drop my drawers for them. You're old. And Smokey Robinson is a much more handsome man than R. Kelly. With them green eyes. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. R. Kelly's 52. The onus, O-N-U-S, J babies. I agree, J babies. The parents who threw their daughters at R. Kelly for fame and fortune are just as criminal. No matter if the minor throws herself at a grown man, the onus is on the adult by law. Yes, you are 100% right. But it still don't make her a victim if he screws her. In my eyes. They never did, Carrie. Who's Loose Marbles? Don't know. Who? Smokey? I thought Smokey was fine because he was light-skinned. No, I just thought he was fine because he was fine. I don't think Smokey is a much better looking man than R. Kelly because he's light-skinned. No, not at all. Just because I think he is. Has nothing to do with skin color. By law, yes, the minor is always the victim in a sexual situation with an adult. But morally, I don't think so. Not always. From a moral standpoint. That's just my opinion. There are, believe it or not, there are teens who come on sexually to adults. I just recently had that experience. From a female. And I'm 51 and disgusted at this point. So I've been meaning to Google, is there a term for that? Like, men who are into children are called pedophiles, right? Men who are into teenagers are called hebephiles. Well, what do you call children who are into adults? Who try to prey and groom on adults sexually? What are they called? Jailbait? No. That's funny, Curie. No. There's some kind of file. Adult files? Teenagers who go after adults sexually? Are they adult files? As soon as I get off this stream, I'm going to look it up. Which reminds me, I'm going to have to end it. I got 1% left. So, ponder that. I am back. Made a boo-boo. Battery ran out. Anyway, y'all have a nice night.